Hi guys, back again. It'll be a brief one, this one, because I'll get out of there. I may have actually done better than what I thought. I was looking down, I think it was in 29 something, because that's typically what I've been doing a lot of these power runs. Apart from where it's been really hot and I've been below, above 30 minutes and stuff. But I think the watch is saying something like 28:43. So if that is right above below 29, I'm pretty chuffed with that. All things considered. I didn't think I would be anywhere near that. I think my minute miles were in the 9s somewhere, because I think the first mile came in about 9:16, something like that, and then it was like a 9:30 maybe for the second mile. I don't know what, or 9:29, 9:30. I'll have to look, but yeah. So I didn't know what the final mile was. I didn't get to see that. I was concentrating on trying to get to that finish, but that last 200 meters seemed to go on forever. It really did. But yeah, so it's a pleasant undulating course. Even though the uphill like gradients you feel it in the quads. It's definitely a quad burner. And on the third lap you do. There's some, I think there's enough downward slope for you to pick up a bit of pace again afterwards you've done the uphill bits. So all said and done, it's not too bad. I think you do it week in, week out, you'll be fine with it. I was speaking to a few of the regulars who do it week in, week out, and they said, yeah, once you get used to it, it's not too bad. But yeah, so I just got myself a little coffee. There's a little vendor just in this car park. The other place I think they mentioned was, I think somewhere in town off the main road or somewhere, where they all seem to hang out and go for coffees and whatever and breakfasts. They do bacon butties, but there's a bit of a queue and a bit of probably have a 10-minute wait here if you wanted a bacon butty, because it's only a small little thing. But we don't do sausages or anything like that, just they stick to one thing, I think. But we've got a few choices of beverages, so you might get a few ice creams, I think, to choose from on a hot day. But yeah, it's all very pleasant enough. Obviously, if you want to do other stuff with kids and stuff, there's like a little park play area. There is a pond lake as well in the park. I've not been over there today. I'm going to get off back pretty much, so I wasn't planning to hang around. But there are some other bits. There's tennis courts. You know, there's a few other bits that you're not finding most parks. But yeah, all right, really. If, like I say, if that time comes, I'll wait for the official time later on. But 28 something, so that's the first time we've been in the 28s for quite some time. Wow, okay, wasn't expecting that after this week, but yeah, okay, I'll take it, definitely. So that's it, yeah, I think so. I'd got a couple of others planned, still, all being well, I'll carry on with them. So I think next week will be I was going to say flat, but it's not flat actually. There's a bit of undulation in the course next week, with some steps as well. That might give you some clue. As if out of 870 odd power runs, steps, which one's going that be? But it's got a stop-up postcode, so you'll probably work it out. So that's next week, I think, and then the week after that, another stop-up postcode one, which is, I think it might be a special one for them. So, you know, one of these where they go to 600, 700, and everybody flocks there. So that might be an interesting one. If I do that, I'll check the numbers. See how many people have turned up for previous, like, centenary ones. But if it's too many people, I may go early. I may switch it around, because I hate, it's not as if I got a fear of crowds or anything, but I just prefer the smaller numbers of people rather than hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. But it's just all personal preference, isn't it? But yeah, that's pleasant enough. If you like the POV, yeah, give it a like, subscribe for more. I'll do them, like I say, as and when I can. I think that's, like I said, in the old, just after the what I thought of the old course. But yeah, that's not too bad. But it could be a bit tricky on the grass in the wet in winter, I would say. So if you come in later in the year, you don't obviously have to come in summertime or whatever, but if you come in later in the year, just bear that in mind. Definitely bring some trail shoes. I had hybrids on, so I had a bit more grip. I noticed as well on a lot of these running manufacturers now making shoes, they're putting less tread on trainers, which is a bit of a pain, because I like a good amount of tread, even for road shoes, but they just seem to be doing away with it. Probably cutting costs, I don't know what it is. Just not putting out. I just look at the latest adrenaline trainers, the GTS 25s, and the treads on them, there's practically nothing there. It's just absolutely awful, saying that you don't need it for road, but you do really. It's just ridiculous. So I'm not happy with that, because I've always chosen them for, you know, for the last few years, the adrenalines, but now the 25s look awful for tread, for grip. So I don't know if I'll be choosing them for the next pair, but see what happens when these go out. I do have another pair though. I've got, I mean, these have got plenty of grip because these are like a hybrid, and then like Gore-Tex as well, so they give me a bit of protection in wet weather, which is good. But cutbacks, I hate it when they do that. Anyway, that's enough of that. I shall catch you in the next one, wherever it'll be. It'll be probably, like I say, local. This is the second of 5 in this area, with a Stockport postcode sort of thing. So 3 more, and then I might be back to Watergrove once it's cool enough and it's wet enough. It's quite warm today, but yeah. So so just about made it round. I think I had a little sip of water. I did take water with me, which was probably a good idea. But yeah, okay. Whatever you're doing, enjoy. Walking, jogging, jeffing, running, racing, anything. And I'll catch you in the next one. Alright, take care guys. All the best.